Now I've got a fruit bowl, fruit cup, just with some fresh fruit because we ate like pigs last night, and totally worth it, but now it's time to get back on track. That's another thing. It's a lot of people, they'll eat like shit and they'll be like, oh my God, I fucked everything up. And then when they feel like that, it perpetuates them to continue fucking up. They're like, oh, I had such bad food last night. All right, well, like, whatever, it doesn't even matter anymore. I might as well just have the pizza today. And then it's like, all right, well, I had the pizza, so I might as well have the Entenmann's, and I'm just gonna eat this whole fucking box of cereal anyway. And it's that the mindset of feeling like you fucked up is what perpetuates continually fucking up, which prevents you from ever getting back on track. What's up? Happy Monday. Hope you're doing well. I'm at coffee shop with Rico behind the camera, and today, what is it, January 7th today, Mike and I were supposed to meet up, do some business mentorship stuff, but he didn't feel well. So Rico and I adjusted, came here, getting some work done before we fly to Vegas. That's where the majority of this vlog is going to be. Right now, just answering some emails, doing client programming, some inner circle stuff. And then Rico and I are going to go to the airport, film a bunch of content at the airport while we wait for the flight. Rico and I were talking like, what could we film, what would be super helpful? And some of the questions that we've been getting have been in regard to if people have like neck pain, if you travel a lot, if you have back pain and you travel a lot. So we're going to do some neck stretches, some back stretches, things you can do at the airport or even sometimes in your plane seat to keep you moving, keep you active, keep your blood flowing. So a lot of times just like you end up sitting like this for hours and hours and hours on a flight. So we want to show you how you can either prepare for your flight and also mid-flight, well, if you're in pain on the flight, things you can do to help you stay moving and to get out of pain and to keep you as comfortable as possible while you're traveling. So if you watch this video and if there's something that we didn't cover or I didn't cover in depth enough, leave a comment below. Tell me like, what pain do you have? What would you like us to talk about? Leave a comment below so that next video we can target that and we can make sure you get the content that you want. What's up, what's up? So we just finished recording a full video on the best meal that you can have at the airport for fat loss. The do's and don'ts, the best things, and the things that might be more surprising that you might not want to eat. Excited for you to see that. Now Rico and I are going to go to the other end of this terminal and we're going to do some stretching, neck stretches, back stretches, and figure out some other things to do as well. How you doing? Jordan, yep.
How are you?
I'm well, how are you? This is the best Uber I've ever been in. How you doing, man?
How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Flight was good. My butt was hurting. Sometimes your butt just hurts on the flight. So butt was hurting. Did a Twitter Q&A, answered a bunch of DMs, wrote some programs, did some emails. It was good. Good flight overall. I think the person sitting next to me was farting pretty consistently. But that's the name of the game when you travel. Gary's trying to get out of his workout tomorrow. He's already texted me being like, oh man, I'm super tired, in respect because he's been traveling like crazy. But we're gonna try and force him to work out. On our way to the hotel right now. Going to get some dinner. I'd like a steak. If you'd like a steak, I'd probably like a steak. We'll see what they have. And then if the gym is open late, try and sneak a workout in and then try and goose egg the inbox. These were some of the best candy canes I've ever had in my life. Thank you. And granted, I'm Jewish, so I don't know how much that counts, but they're still fantastic. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate it. Have a good one.
You're checking out on Wednesday for 2 nights?
Correct. This shit is the scary shit. That's just like a video game where you're losing money. Like, how are you? Good. That was the best Uber ever. Welcome to humble abode. Oh yeah, boy. We're going to Gordon Ramsay's place. He's got a steakhouse here. We're gonna get some steak. And by the way, I don't know if you heard, but Rico said that Chicago deep dish is overrated. And I happen to agree with him. But just that's gotta be on record.
Wait, why do we say that?
You're from Chicago.
No, because there's a Giordano's.
Oh, because there's a Giordano's. He's right. Chicago deep dish is overrated. New York thin crust is the way to go. Thank you so much. We got a sick fucking table. Wow, that's fucking awesome. Yo, this is fucking great.
What is that?
This is a limited edition tasting menu that Gordon Ramsay's put together. Basically, they were like, we have a special menu to celebrate the anniversary of the restaurant, and if you order it from this menu, then you get to keep this signed picture by Gordon Ramsay himself. I'm gonna get the bone-in ribeye.
Bone-in ribeye. How would you like yours prepared?
Could I get that Pittsburgh style by chance? Pittsburgh style. This is actually, so it's my favorite way, and very few people know about it. It's where it's like basically they char it on the outside. So it's super, super hot when they put it on the top. They char on the outside, and the inside is like almost completely rare. So it's like crunchy, like charred on the outside, and then super soft, smooth on the inside. Gary actually, he cooks it that way at his vacation house over the summers. So like we have it that way. But the first time I had it, I was a kid. My dad took me to a steakhouse out in Boston, and I heard him order that, and like ever since, if I go to a nice steakhouse, that's how I order it. You gotta be careful though, because a lot of places they don't know what it is. At a nice place like this, they'll know what it is. Let's go!
Alright, tell us what you got.
This is like a Fred Flintstone piece of meat. I got a bone-in ribeye, and it's cooked Pittsburgh style. So it's charred on the outside and rare on the inside. This is like a this is my favorite way to have steak. It's like a very like nostalgic way to have steak because I started having it as a kid with my father. And fuck, it's really good. If you like your steak rare, give this a shot. But again, only do it at like a really nice restaurant. If you do it at like a regular steak place, a lot of times they won't know how to do it, or they won't even be comfortable doing it because it's so rare on the inside. So if you had a nice steak place, give it a shot. It's amazing.
Ice cream and caramel and coffee sauce for table side.
Wow, thank you so much.
Pleasure, enjoy.
It's so pretty on video.
So just to give you some backstory, I'm stuffed. I just had one of the best steaks of my life. I'm in heaven. The guy comes over, he's like, are you gonna look at the dessert menu? And I made the mistake of saying it can't hurt to look. Then he's like, I'm gonna put my 2 cents in. Our dessert chef won like dessert chef of the year 2 years in a row by Dessert Magazine for sticky toffee pudding. And I don't know what the description was, but it was basically saying this tastes like sex in your mouth. So Rico and I both got that, some coffee. Rico got an espresso, and he really wants to make sure everybody knows it's espresso, not espresso. Just like it's the word ask, not axe. And that's it. Now we're gonna have this. I don't even know. They have a stick of fucking butter, sex in your mouth, and what is this? Wow, that tastes like sex in your nose. I don't know what that is, but it's delicious. What do I do with the butter? Wow, is that ice cream? What is this? It's gotta be butter. Wait. It's ice cream. One time I thought it was butter, and one time I thought it was goat cheese, and it was butter. That's ice cream. Whoa, that was like delicious vanilla ice cream. All right, we're gonna cut this in half.
Here we have the espresso.
Thank you. How do you suggest we eat this?
I'll show you in just a sec. Here we have an Americano.
Thank you.
ABC spoons. A is a white chocolate with amaretto. B is a milk chocolate with Bailey. C is a dark chocolate with Chambord. You're gonna dip it in your coffee, stir it around. It's going to melt the chocolate and then release the alcohol. Now, my suggestion for eating the sticky toffee is move it as close as you can. Every time you take a cut here, you're gonna cut here. Also, I suggest pouring all of the toffee sauce all over it and then ask for like 12 more toffees.
So what is this sauce?
It's a vanilla and caramel toffee sauce.
Got it. Thank you so much.
Enjoy.
We got a vanilla and caramel toffee sauce. He said just pour it all over. That doesn't look like sex. I don't know what kind of sex you're having. And then he said we'll do this. We'll do this, cut it off. Oh no. Do that. Boom. And then you cut off some of the ice cream. Boom. You put it on it, and then you have sex with it. Oh my God. Yo. Yo, it's going in my mouth. This is crazy. Wow. Oh my God. What the fuck just happened in my mouth? I'm not even a sweets guy, and woo. I haven't drank anything tonight, just water. This is incredible. I don't know what else to say. That's all I have for you. Top 5 best dinner in my life, without hesitation. Maybe top 3. That's top 3. Top 3. I can't think of any off the top of my head that were better than that. That was fucking amazing. Holy shit. Incredible steak. That dessert was like sex in your mouth. The service was great, the people were nice, the atmosphere was fantastic, the company was delightful, tremendous dinner. I have nothing else to say except I'm in a great mood. Bro, that was so good. I'm gonna have the best sleep of my life. I feel like after that meal, I'm just like super lucky, so we should probably go gamble. If I was lucky enough to have a meal that good, and I'm not gonna go play roulette, I'm an idiot. But I'm not gonna play roulette. I'm just gonna have a great night of sleep. Whew, fuck, that meal was so good. What the fuck was that? I've never smiled this much after a meal. People are gonna be like, are they paying you to say this? I'm like, yo. They couldn't pay me enough to say this. What's up, good morning. It's been a crazy day. I think the last thing you saw was Rico and I just going crazy over that dinner, which was insane. It's been a really good morning. Got a little bit of sleep, then woke up early, did a bunch of computer work, emails and programs. Then Rico and we were planning on going to the gym to get a workout in, film the workout, but it was packed because it's a huge marketing conference. So we came back up, did some exercises that you can do in a hotel room just with a hotel chair, like especially if you have like a chair with wheels on it. It's some really cool exercises for your glutes, your hamstrings, your abs, like entire workouts just on this one tool, which we're stoked about. Then went back into the hotel room, filmed a series of exercises that have helped Gary Vaynerchuk the most with his lower back, his hips, and his shoulders. So his 3 favorite exercises for his hip mobility, back mobility, and shoulder mobility. And now I'm gonna go get some coffee. Gonna try and goose egg the inbox for real, then actually get a workout in. That's pretty much it. It's been a crazy day. It's gonna be super busy. Pretty tired, but feel good. Thank you so much.
Have a nice day.
You as well. You missed that? Oh man. Rico spilled milk everywhere. He makes a mess. Where are the straws? Where the fuck are the straws? Excuse me, where are the straws? Ah, thank you. I'm a mess right now. We're talking about bald guys. We have a code. It's this unspoken code. It's just a feeling you get when you pass another bald guy and you make eye contact. You just like, there's some type of an internal connection Where you're just like, what's up, man? It's big. I don't think most people get it. Like, I don't think people with blonde hair have a connection with other people with blonde hair. I don't think people with long hair have a connection with people with long hair. But bald guys, there's this internal connection that just, you know, I see you.
How do they do this shit? They do this though, so you get a really good view of their butt. And they smile. Fuck. That's no joke. They're gonna get some back problems.
I literally just saw a picture of this girl who is doing that, and I looked through all of her pictures, and like every single picture is her doing this. It's like, fuck. It's tiring. It's gonna crank your back out. Watch, we'll like be in like 2025, and we're gonna see women between the ages of like 25 to 45 presenting with serious rotational lower back injuries, and it's from Instagram selfies like this. Now I've got a fruit bowl, fruit cup, just with some fresh fruit because we ate like pigs last night, and totally worth it, but now it's time to get back on track. That's another thing. It's a lot of people, they'll eat like shit and they'll be like, oh my God, I fucked everything up. And then when they feel like that, it perpetuates them to continue fucking up. They're like, oh, I had such bad food last night. All right, well, like, whatever. It doesn't even matter anymore. I might as well just have the pizza today. And then it's like, all right, well, I had the pizza, so I might as well have the Entenmann's, and I'm just gonna eat this whole fucking box of cereal anyway. And it's that the mindset of feeling like you fucked up is what perpetuates continually fucking up, which prevents you from ever getting back on track. So this is the first thing I'm eating today, just coffee, fruit, right back on it, and that's it. And the whole idea of like losing progress, it's like, what is losing progress? I'm not stepping on a stage in 12 weeks or 16 weeks or whatever, though. Like, this is a lifelong thing. There's no deadline, no end date, no finish line. This is for life. So like, most people are in a rush. It's actually ironic. I saw a D-Rock post about this today. Most people are always in a rush to get to the finish line, but the best way to get there is to be patient and to relax and just go with the flow. You make a mistake, cool, get back on track. That's it.
We're in the world of fitness. Why do you think everybody's...
I don't think it's just a fitness thing. I see it with people trying to build their businesses, entrepreneurs. I'm not making money fast enough. I'm not getting enough clients. I'm not getting enough likes. I'm not getting enough whatever. I think people in general want to make progress more quickly. And I don't think it's anything about being a millennial. I don't think it's anything about society today. I think as humans, we always look for the quickest, most efficient way. It's what we've always done. And in this last 10, 15 year time span, 20 years, it's been outrageously accelerated. So many technological advances, so many things have progressed so quickly. I mean, it's crazy. Like, we have the, like, DVDs were brand new and then basically extinct within like several years. You know, it's like we have so many technological advances that I think it's easy for people to say, oh, well, it's just like our society today that people want quick fixes. No, we always want it as quickly as possible. It's just now I think it's easier for people to see other people not achieving what they want, right? It's like, because there's social media, because there's all this other stuff, because people are putting more stuff out there, it's easier for people to see like when people are looking for that quick fix, and it's easier for marketers to put that in front of you, put the quick fix in front of you, so you're more enticed by it. So I think it's human nature to want the quickest, fastest, easiest way. That's just what we do. It becomes an issue when you allow that mindset, the emotional side of wanting that quickest thing, to affect your logical mindset and say, hey, listen, like, this is going to take a while, and that's okay. That's right. It's getting the balance between the emotional and the logical side, and using them both congruently to help you get the best result in the least amount of time, while knowing the least amount of time might not be a very short amount of time.
What did it take for you to kind of get that mindset? What was that turning point?
It was when I finally got shredded. So when I was 18, I worked with Martin Birkin, an amazing, he's like basically the guy who popularized intermittent fasting, leangains.com. I hired him when I had like $300 in my bank account. I sent it all to him. I was like super nervous. Literally just sent all my money in my bank account to him, like to try and fit, because the success stories he was posting were unbelievable. I was like, this guy knows what to do. So I was like, I might as well learn from him. So I did it. 3 months, got shredded. 100% consistent over a 3-month time frame. Got shredded, got to about like 6% body fat. Maybe we could get the pictures and put them up here or something in the video. This was when I was like a freshman in college, and so way less muscle, but super, like, really shredded. And that's when I was like, I don't like myself any better this way. And I actually enjoy being able to go out and have a pizza, or go out and have a beer, or go out and not be like worrying about every single calorie. And once I did it and I realized I didn't feel any different about myself, I was like, okay, like, now I can relax. And if I ever want to get shredded again, who knows, maybe I will. I know what to do. It's just simple. Not easy, but it's simple. And then it boils down to, is it worth it? Is it worth it for me to be that meticulous with my nutrition, to think about it that much, to be that lean? And at this point in my life, no. So I'm not really stressing about it. If I get to a point where I really want to, then it will be worth it and I'll do it. But the whole like mindset around understanding like there's no end date, there's no finish line, it comes from understanding like if you get that lean and shredded, you will not like yourself or love yourself any more than you do right now. And that is a fucking fact. It's like, we have this idea that things will always be better when. I'll be happier when I make more money. I'll be happier when I lose this fat. I'll be happier when I'm with this person. I'll be happier when. And every single time, without fail, you're never really happier. Like, there's always more. There's always something else. And then, ironically, people look back at like pictures or their memory. They'll be like, oh, remember when? And they'll always look back and be like, I was so much happier then. It's always a game of like thinking they'll be happier here. Then when they're here, they actually think they were happier before. And it's never really enjoying the present. It's like, if you can just understand that there is nothing other than right now, that's all there is. That's all there ever is. There's nothing other than right now. Then you can actually start to enjoy it and make progress and respect the progress and appreciate the progress and appreciate your effort and be consistent. And then at least you enjoy the ride rather than always hoping you're going to be happy and then remembering when you think you were happy. It's like, the best way to be happy is to be happy now. It's easier said than done. I think a really good way to start is to stop thinking there's an end date or a finish line or a deadline that you have to achieve something by, because if and when you do achieve it, you're probably not going to be much happier.
Where do you think that internal pressure is coming from people?
That's a great question. I wish I had the answer to that one. I think it probably comes from like, some people put it on themselves. Some people have parents that put it on them, family members, friends, whatever. There are external pressures within society that can put that on people. I also think it's easier for people to use those external pressures as an excuse that allows them to stay perpetually unhappy. Like, they can always blame, well, my parents did this to me, or society makes us think this, or there's like the culture makes us think this. It's like, okay, yes, that's part of it, but you can change it. It doesn't have to affect what you do. You can either allow it to affect you, or you can choose to not let it affect you. Not to say it's easy, but you can make the conscious decision and effort too. So I think there's a lot of external pressures and then also a lot of internal pressures, but it takes a certain level of consciousness and awareness, self-awareness and objectivity to recognize if you're using external pressures as an excuse to stay unhappy, rather than using your own internal ability to take action, which will then really allow you to become happy. I think it's harder to take action and become happy. It's easier to not take action and sort of sit and just be like, oh, this is all keeping me down. It's harder to take that action, but it's always more rewarding when you do.
So what do you think separates the people who just sit there and just complain and just say, oh, as opposed to people who actually do take the action? Like, what's that barrier that's either someone is able to get over or that's stopping someone? What's the difference?
I think the difference between the people who take action and people who don't, first and foremost stems from their belief in their ability to succeed. There's a lot of research on it. It's called self-efficacy. And if you look up the word self-efficacy, it's similar to confidence, but it's not the same. It's basically, it's the belief in your own ability to succeed in a given task. And without fail, in the research, consistently, over and over and over again, the people who actually believe in their ability to succeed are infinitely more likely to actually do it than the people who aren't. So for example, you look at smoking cessation, alcohol cessation, people who are alcoholics or addicted to cigarettes, when they actually, if someone decides, hey, I'm going to quit smoking cigarettes, I'm going to stop drinking alcohol, if you test their self-efficacy, if you like look at their ability to, whether or not they actually believe they can, they're way more likely to actually do it. It's like when people go cold turkey and then they stop, it's because they have this belief in their, like, hey, I'm done. Like, that's it, no more, and that's final. Whereas people who say, hey, I'm gonna stop, but then like they go back and forth and they teeter, either they didn't actually want to, or they might not actually believe that they can yet. And so I think it's, the way I sort of explain it is like this. If I told you that if you bought 1,000 lottery tickets today, you had a 98% chance of winning the Mega Millions, you would go buy 1,000 lottery tickets because that's a really fucking good chance you're gonna win the Mega Millions. But if I said if you bought 1,000 lottery tickets, you have a 7% chance of winning the Mega Millions, you wouldn't do it because that's not enough of a belief in yourself to actually do it. So point being, when you actually believe in yourself, you're willing to take the risks and you're willing to take the actions necessary to succeed. And ironically, it's just those actions consistently that will allow you to succeed. But if you don't actually believe in it, the first time a roadblock comes up, the first time you fail, the first time something happens, you're more likely to go back because you don't actually believe in it in the first place. This place looks interesting. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you guys?
Good, thanks. You have room for two?
Alright, it's been a while since we updated the blog. What happened since today?
Are we filming?
We're rolling.
All right, we're rolling. Crazy day. Rico is just dominating. We've made more content in like 36 hours than I've made in 7 years. Great day, honestly, really, really good. We published the YouTube video. What was it? You published the first, was the vlog. Literally brain dead.
I know, me too. I totally blanked my mind.
Published the first vlog, which was
Geared towards food anxiety.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Yeah. Food anxiety, understanding the mindset of like sometimes progress is eating the pizza, and sometimes progress is saying no to the pizza, having the salad instead. So that was a really important mindset piece in that vlog. Gary canceled the workout today, which was unfortunate, but he was super tired, just crazy travel. So he canceled, gave Rico and I more time to get a lot of content done. We filmed a ton. Then we filmed, what else did we film? We filmed, oh yeah, then got a good chest workout in. So went to the gym, filmed that. It was super quiet in the gym, so I had the whole gym to ourselves. Got a lot of emails done. Then I had a call with Susan about the Inner Circle retreat coming up this July in Austin, Texas. Stoked about that, planning for that. Speakers are all lined up. Spoke with Golan, my partner in Unicorn Magic Coffee. We're gonna have a new launch for this February for Valentine's Day. We're creating at least one, if not two more coffee blends, which we're stoked about. And then got on the phone with Leah, my girlfriend, and spoke for a while, said what's up, love you, and that was a good call. And now Rico and I are gonna get probably a burger. I'm super hungry. Rico's wicked hungry. He hasn't eaten at all. So we're gonna wrap this vlog up. Rico's like, wrap this shit up. So that's it. Love you, appreciate you. Gonna have this burger, enjoy the rest of the night, fly back to New York tomorrow, and then we'll see you back in New York, all right? Boom.